Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Speeders. It is Saturday. We are in launch weekend. There's no more countdown, so you're not getting any more of that. But today, if you haven't beat the campaign, I'm going to be working through getting videos out all this weekend on how to beat each one of the 5 missions. But first, if you just want to hear the lore, I'm going to do a quick play of all 5 Knowby tapes so you can just see where they're going with this game. It is really, really cool how they handled it. And of course, if you like this content, drop a like and a comment on the video below. It really does help the channel. And of course, I just make Evil Dead content every day, so smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. That way you can keep up to date on everything around the Evil Dead universe. And of course, if you're still looking for people to play with, so you're not queuing in with random people and having to see what you get, the link in the description below is for our Discord. We have a ton of people who just love Evil Dead. There's multiple Evil Dead channels. There's talk about horror games in general. So if you're looking for people to play with, or you want to play with me on when I do community nights at least twice a week, come on down. Join us in the Discord. And now we're going to hop over to the game, and I'm going to show you each individual tape one at a time, and you unlock one with each completed mission. Currently, there is only 5 missions. There's more to be added, so I'm assuming we'll have more Knowby tapes, but here's what there is so far. First thing you need to do is come down to the extras. You'll find all your tapes here. That right now there is really the only extras there is, and there's one for each match. So as you go through, you'll unlock each one of the lore tapes, and here they go.
This is Professor Raymond Knowby and Associate Professor Ed Getley, Department of Ancient History, log entry number 1. Here at Castle Kandar with my wife Henrietta, daughter Annie, I believe we have made several astounding finds. In addition to commonplace weaponry of the late 13th and early 14th centuries, we believe we have uncovered clear evidence of the distinct combination of sulfur, carbon, and potassium nitrate unique to modern gunpowder.
Until now, gunpowder was believed to have been in use only in China and the Middle East during this time period. We found residue on arrowheads and a payload that appears to have been fired from a catapult. Remarkable discoveries.
Ed here was the first to unearth a mass grave of soldiers just 10 meters north of the castle's curtain wall.
Strangely, the soldiers' skeletal remains seem to have been clothed in their armor after death, when decomposition of the skin had already taken place.
Spirits and expectations are high, as the 4 of us plan to explore the castle's rear chamber tomorrow.
This is Annie Knowby at the ruins of Castle Kandar. My father made an astonishing discovery earlier this week, an ancient volume in surprisingly preserved condition. It is fully illustrated and includes extensive text that we identified as Sumerian. This would place the date of the book's writing sometime between 3100 and 2500 BCE, thousands of years before the construction of the castle itself, and most likely in southern Mesopotamia. Upon further examination, we found that the book was missing several pages. I am happy to report that upon my exploration of a deep pit beneath the ground of the castle courtyard, I located and retrieved all of the missing pages. Tomorrow, I will leave Castle Kandar for the United States, where I will rejoin Ed Getley and my parents to study and translate the book in full.
This is Professor Raymond Knowby, Department of Ancient History, log entry number 2. I believe I have made a significant find in the Castle of Kandar. Having journeyed there with my wife Henrietta, my daughter Annie, and Associate Professor Ed Getley, it was in the rear chamber of the castle that we stumbled upon something remarkable. Naturum de Monto, the Book of the Dead. My wife and I brought the book to this cabin where I could study it undisturbed. It was here that I began the translations. The book speaks of a spiritual presence, a thing of evil that roams the forests and the dark bowers of man's domain. It is through the recitation of the book's passages that this dark spirit is given license to possess the living. Repeated here are the phonetic pronunciations of those passages. Kanda Estrata Amantos. Ir Gretz Gat Nos Veratos. Kanda Amantos Kanda. What was that? Henrietta? Are you all right, darling? Henrietta?
I know you're in there, honey. Just let me in so we
stay away.
I know now that my wife has become host to a Kandarian demon. I fear that the only way to stop those possessed by the spirits of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment. I would leave now to avoid this horror, but for myself, I have seen the dark shadows moving in the woods, and I have no doubt that whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me. Nevertheless, I have not yet relinquished all hope. The book contains a passage pertaining to a savior, an angel from the heavens who was prophesied to have destroyed evil. Included in the pages is an incantation said to summon the savior. I will attempt to call him forth to remedy my ailing wife and, God willing, save me as well. I now recite the summoning passage. Nos feratos alo memnon kanda. No! Don't hurt me.
Oh, how I've longed to feel your skin against mine!
Henrietta, stop!
No, no! I was about to begin my main course!
Not on my watch.
She was my wife.
That creature was not your wife. It is a deadite.
Are you the savior?
I'm Henry the Red, Duke of Shale, but I fought alongside the Savior. We must cleave this vile thing to bits before it returns with renewed vigor, lad.
I'm afraid there are more in the woods.
Blows, blood, and death!
Wait, I can't do it alone.
And there you have it. This is what we know so far. Professor Knowby, pretty normal, went and got the Book of the Dead. But apparently, there was gunpowder, which we all know comes from Army of Darkness battle at Castle Kandar. So that would be the battle between Evil Ash and Ash, of course, with Arthur and Henry at his side. We also know that Henry the Red is the first one who gets summoned when Professor Knowby attempts to get Ash brought forward to fight the evil. So at this point, this is kind of what we know, and we're going to find out a lot more as each individual Knowby tape drops. And as they've said before, we're going to get more tapes as we get more side missions, which is our campaign. So if you're looking for the campaign, that's what it is. And I will be serious, the missions are tough. So I will be dropping videos on each one throughout the week, showing you tips and tricks on how you can unlock all the characters. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.